Hello, friends. This is Ben Adam, the spiritual counselor, always excited to bring to you the revelatory message of spirituality. I hear people, lots of people who say they've tried to ring me and a whole lot of it. Please, I'd like you to send me messages on WhatsApp first before you try ringing. And lots of people would call at different times and a whole lot of it like that. Sometimes we could be doing some spiritual works and not really have time to attend to lots of people. And as well, I also want to say a very big thank you to those of you who have been subscribing to this channel. And we will be beginning our YouTube live session every Wednesday very soon. I'd like you to look forward to that. It's going to be a platform where we'll connect people to their spiritual angels, for you to know the spiritual power innate in you, for you to know some of the spiritual capacity and capabilities that you have. Everyone has an element of God in them. Everyone has something that can connect you to God. And so the essence of what we are teaching here is to bring you to the realization of who you are, of what you carry, and also how to carry out some of the bite-sized basic spiritual secrets we've been sharing in order to help enhance certain aspects of our life. Thank you. Today I want to talk about something really, really awesome and powerful. It is the force of stagnation. The force of stagnation. You see, some people are good in what they do, but the enemy has hindered their speed. Some people are very awesome in whatever they are, in their craft, in their technicality, in their whatever, but there is something hampering the dimension of their speed. You see, some people, they will move to a certain dimension, and at a point they get dragged back, and it's like the beginning from square zero again. It is called the force of stagnation and retrogression. So should there be anything like that in your life, stay with me. I'll teach you how to break off from some of this thing in my next. Stay with me. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. If this is your first time of following us or you're coming to this platform, I'd like you to click on the subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram at spiritual counselor and get some of a follow up on most of the things we teach here. Today we want to be talking about how to break off from evil spiritual stagnation, retrogression, whatever it is, through the use of snail. Now, there is so much about what snail represents spiritually. I see some people say if you dream and you see yourself picking snail, that speaks of stagnation, that speaks of frustration, a whole lot of it. Now, I'd like you to understand that the interpretation of dream to you may not be the same to me, because every dream is a reflection of your spiritual path. And as long as I am not going the way you are going, I'm not going the path of your destiny, my dream can never be the same like yours. So someone can dream that he is seeing himself playing in an ocean, water, whatever, river, could speak of maybe marine entity or whatever, while some other person could have that same revelation, but it could connote something else. And so what I'm trying to say is that there are no categorical spiritual interpretation to dreams. Every dream is a reflection of the spiritual revelation or spiritual communication to that individual as it pertains to his or her destiny per time. And so when you have revelation, so in spirituality, what we have is what we call significance, the spiritual significance of things. Now, it is the spiritual significance of things that you use to interpret certain things. But even with that, you are not categorical. You can either say that this could connote, this could connote. So now in spirituality, Snail speaks of, number one, peace. Snail speaks of peace. Snail speaks of prosperity. Snail speaks of stagnation. Snail speaks of retrogression. Snail speaks of ambience. Snail speaks of mystery. Snail speaks of spiritual protection. When we are certain spiritual prayers we want to carry out for people, we use the back of a snail. We use the back of a snail. One day we're going to talk about that. How to use the back of a snail to fight against maybe whatever you are doing. People are sending arrows against you. They say this one you want to prove to us that you know or you are very good. They release arrows against you. One day we're going to talk about how you can use the back of a snail against evil spiritual attacks and manipulation. So snail speaks of protection as well. Snail also speaks of mystery. You see, there are so many mysterious things about snail. So many mysterious things, which is not what we're not going to talk about. But you follow me on Instagram, you see some of the things, some of the teachings I do on snail and a whole lot of things. Now, but today I want to teach us, should there be a force of stagnation in your life? Maybe you've been having this revelation. You hear people say, I always see myself in my former clothes, or my former school, my former house, and no, no, no. That may not necessarily mean that you are going through stagnation or retrogression. It may just mean that there is a force fighting you. There is an entity trying to drag you back to your past. It may connote that there is an entity that is not happy about the dimension you are going in life, or maybe the things that are coming for you, and they want to sabotage it. They want to destroy it. Should there be anything like that? Should you feel that maybe you are doing business, but you are moving around a vicious circle? No matter how you try, there's this level of money you can only make per time. Should there be anything like that? Now, this is what you do. You get this snail, and you get water. Now, you get a tray of water. Now, for the first thing you do this prayer for 14 days. You do this prayer for 14 days. Now, you do this prayer with 3 days fasts. 3 days. First 3 days you start fast. The first 3 days you do the prayer dry fasting. The only thing you can take is maybe water, but don't eat anything food. Try fasting for 3 days at first, then you can begin it with any other type of fast you want to do. But the first 3 days you're beginning this prayer, you do it with a dry fast, only water you are expected to take. Now, this is what you do. You pray with the snail. You pray it, you touch your forehead, you touch your feet. Now, the prayer of stagnation is the attack on your feet, on your leg. The Bible talks about the feet. It said that your feet shall be as strong as iron, and your leg as brass. There are so many things about the feet. When they can't get your head, they go for your feet. Your feet is your force of speed, is your force of attraction, is your destiny, is your strength. So when they attack your feet, no matter what you try, you move, you fall, you move, you fall. You get this snail. Now, this is what you do. You could get as much as you can. Much as you can. Now, you pray into the snail. This is what you do. You beat it here. You see? Now, this is what you need. You need the water from this snail. The water from the snail. Now, you include the water in there. You could get 1 snail, 2 snail, whatever quantity you want to get. This is the water. Now, you put the water. It is the water from the snail that you need for this prayer. You need the water. However you can get the water from the snail. That is it. Now, you will include into the snail, into that water, a little quantity of extra virgin olive oil. And you pray into this water. Psalms chapter 21, verse 1 to the end. You pray Psalms chapter 21, verse 1 to the end. You pray. Now, you could make this water whenever you want to have you use this water at night. You use it between the hours of 12 a.m. and 3:30 a.m. Between the hours of 12 a.m. and 3:30 a.m. you would wake up, use this water to wash your feet. You will make that prayer for yourself. Use this water to wash your feet. That is for the first 3 days whilst you are doing that dry fasting. You do by 12, between the hours of 12 midnight and 3:30 a.m. You wake up every day for that first 3 days. Ensure you mix this thing, you use the water to wash your feet. You make the prayer. Whatever has sent an attack against my leg, whatever has attacked the source of my speed, whatever has attacked the source of my glory, whatever has released the force of stagnation against me, oh Lord, let this thing be broken. Let me be set free. You use that water, put your feet, or you get as much quantity of water you can, as much snail as you can get. You put your feet there, you wash your feet, you wash your feet the first day. You do the first day. Please do not use the water you use for the first time, the second time. If you are getting 1 snail for the first day, the second day you use another water, another snail, fresh snail. The third day you do. Now, once you finish the first 3 days, you do the prayer, you do the washing of your feet. The next time, at the end of the 14th day of your prayer, Please get this. You do the prayer, the washing of your feet again at the end of the 14th day of your prayer. That is, as you'll be making that prayer through, you do the prayer through at the end of the 14 days. You use that, you do the same mixture, you use it to wash your feet. And now this is the last thing you want to do. For the last every day, whilst you are doing this prayer, every day, after the 3 days the dry fasting, you will get honey, original honey. After you're done with that prayer, you're done the first fast, every day, if you want to continue with the fast, fine, whatever, but every day of your life, once you wake up in the morning, you make prayers, you drop a little quantity of honey into your left hand. Pray that scripture, Psalm chapter 21. You pray that scripture and you lick it. Every stagnation, you drop a little quantity again, you use it to rub your feet. You do this prayer at the end of the 14 days. You take that water, that mixture, you get the mixture, you make it again, use it to wash your feet. I want to assure you, whatever has stagnated your progress, whatever have been monitoring the dimension of your growth, whatever it is, as you carry out this prayer, you will see the manifestative presence of the Almighty. This is Ben Edem, the spiritual counselor. Bye for now.